UK. And now the DX News from 425 DX News and other sources. Nobu JA0JHQ will be active as T88PB from Koror Palau, that's IOTA reference OC009 from the 31st of August to the 3rd of September. Main activity will be during the All Asian DX SSB contest on the 1st and 2nd of September, with some CW, especially on 30 metres, and possibly FT8 outside the contest. QSL via Logbook of the World preferred, or direct to JA0JHQ. Jacques F6HMJ will be active at SV8/V6HMJ from Ios Island, that's EU067, from the 27th of August to the 6th of September. He will operate CW and some SSB on the 40 to 10 metre band, QSL via his home call sign. Lacey HA0NAR will be active from Guadeloupe as FG/HG0R between the 27th of August and the 7th of September on the 160 to 6 metre bands using CW, SSB and RITI. QSL via Club Log. Now the special event news. The British Inland Waterways On the Air event takes place over the August Bank Holiday weekend. Paul MI1AIB and Sharon 2I0SHZ will be active with GB8BRM from the Ballyronan Marina on the shores of Loch Nee. This is WAB square H98. Activity will mostly be holiday style. QSL via MI1AIB. For more details of other stations taking part in the event, go to www.nhart.org.uk/BIWOTA. That's BIWOTA. In 1918, a group of amateur radio enthusiasts formed the Guildford Wireless Alliance. There have been at least one amateur radio society in Guildford ever since. Guildford and District Radio Society, Wave Valley Amateur Radio Group and the Guildford Repeater Group are jointly marking 100 years of amateur radio in Guildford. A special event station will be on the air until the 27th of August on HF, VHF and digital modes from the Guildford Model Engineers HQ, London Road, Guildford, Surrey, GU11TU. On the 1st and 2nd of September, the Radio Club of Binch will operate as ON44WAR to commemorate the Belgian resistance during World War II, especially those of the Refuge B40 in Valdres in Belgium. Activity will be from 0700 to 1600 UTC on the 1st and 0700 to 1100 UTC on the 2nd. CW transmissions on 7 MHz from the Paraset will take place on the hour for 30 minutes, followed by SSB. QSL via ON7RY Direct, Bureau or EQSL. Over the weekend of the 2nd and 3rd of September, Thames Amateur Radio Group will be operating GB2MFM, commemorating the 73rd anniversary of the end of World War II. Activity will be from World War II pillbox in Wat Tyler Country Park near Basildon. The RSGB Region 8 team has been given the opportunity to showcase amateur radio by hosting GB100 RAF in the STEM Village, that's Science, Technology, Engineering and Maths, on the 1st and 2nd of September at the 2018 Portrush Air Show Airwaves. Mid-Ulster Amateur Radio Club will provide their display trailer for the weekend, and RAF-ARF members will facilitate the GB100 RAF call sign. QSL information for GB100 RAF is via G8FC, the club call sign of HQ RAF ARS. We are very happy to publicise your events on GB2RS in Radcom and on the RSGB website, but only if you tell us what you are doing. Please send details to radcom@rsgb.org.uk as early as possible. 3 months in advance is about right for Radcom. One of the requirements for special event call signs is that the station must be open to the public, so our free advance publicity can help make your efforts more widely known. You are listening to GB2RS, the news broadcasting service of the Radio Society of Great Britain, coming to you from the station of M0MBD in Hainault. Now the contest news. Today, the 26th, the UK Microwave Group Contest runs from 0600 to 1800 UTC on the 5.7 and 10 GHz bands. The exchange is signal report, serial number and locator. On the 28th, the SHF UK Activity Contest runs from 1830 to 2230 UTC using all modes on the 2.3 to 10 GHz bands. The exchange is signal report, serial number and locator. Next week, the 1st and 2nd of September, is the RSGB's SSB Field Day Contest. It runs for 24 hours from 1300 UTC Saturday and 1300 UTC Sunday, using SSB only on the 3.5 to 28 MHz contest bands. The exchange is signal report and serial number. This event includes a fixed station section, and all sections have a maximum output of 100 watts. Station inspections are possible too, so portable stations need to register to qualify for an award. New for this year is a renewable energy portable 6-hour section. Also on the 1st and 2nd is the 144 MHz trophy, which runs from 1400 to 1400 UTC. Using all modes, the exchange is signal report, serial number and locator. On the IARU Region 1 Field Day and 144 MHz contest, they coincide with RSGB events, but due to new data protection regulations, you now have to submit your own entry to IARU contests. It cannot be done for you. The IARU Region 1 Field Day runs from 1300 UTC Saturday to 1300 UTC on Sunday using SSB only on the 3.5 to 28 MHz contest bands. The exchange is signal report and serial number. The IARU 144 MHz contest runs from 1400 UTC Saturday to 1400 UTC Sunday, again using all modes. The exchange is signal report, serial number and locator. On the 1st of September, the CW Open contest runs from 000 to 2359 UTC in 3 4-hour sessions. It's CW only on the 1.8 to 28 meg contest bands. The exchange is serial number and your name. The All Asian DX contest takes place from 000 UTC on the 1st to 2359 UTC on the 2nd. Using SSB on the 1.8 to 28 meg contest bands, the exchange is signal report and your age, with ladies able to send 00. On the 2nd of September, the 5th 144 MHz backpacker contest that runs from 1100 to 1500 UTC. Using all modes on 2 meters only, the exchange is signal report, serial number and locator. Also on Sunday the 2nd, the Work to All Britain 2-meter QRO phone contest runs from 1000 to 1400 UTC. Using SSB and FM, the exchange is signal report, serial number and WAB square. Now the radio propagation report compiled by G0KYA, G3YLA and G4BAO on Friday the 24th of August. This past week was characterised by low sunspot numbers and unsettled geomagnetic conditions. The K-index hit 3 and 4 during the week due to yet another large elongated coronal hole on the sun's surface. But it wasn't all bad news, as there was DX to be had if you employed the right equipment. Roger, G3LVI reported working Hank W6SX near the Yosemite region of California, USA on 20 meters using a CWOPS contest in the early afternoon on Wednesday. Hank was using a basic wire antenna while Roger was using a step-IR beam at height. Both were using their respective full legal power limits. The TX-5T expedition to the Austral Islands in the South Pacific proved to be a trickier one to work, but a number of G stations did manage to make the trip, with 40 and 80 metre contacts surprisingly making a showing. Next week, NOAA predicts the solar flux index to be around 66, which is about as low as you can get in any solar cycle. The better news is that there appears to be a lack of solar coronal holes for the time being, so geomagnetic conditions may be more settled with a maximum K index of 2. Expect maximum usable frequencies to be in the 14 to 18 megahertz range, with the potential for occasional sporadic E openings on the higher bands, although we are now well past the summer peak. It is perhaps still a little too early in the season to see the expected autumn upturn in F-layer HF conditions, so there is still DX to be had if you search for it. This may be a good time to attend to your HF antennas before the autumn, ready to make the most of potentially better DX conditions in a month or so. And now the VHF and up propagation news. It's much more unsettled flavour to the weather this week, with low pressure close to northern Britain. What's left of the high pressure will have moved into the continent and retreated back to the Azores. This will probably limit the tropo activity compared with recent events, although, as often is the case, it will be mainly the south of the country that might see any temporary tropo at times. What that leaves us with is the prospect of some occasional microwave band radon scatter in the unsettled phase of our weather. There remains the prospect of the dying embers of this year's sporadic E-season. It is always worth a check on the clusters and HF/VHF bands from 10 metres up to 4 metres, but it is perhaps a bit late in the season to expect much on 2 metres. The unsettled weather will bring some jet streams into play over northwest Europe, and that can be a good thing for turbulence and sporadic E. Moon declination is still negative and path losses are high today, but by the time we get to next Saturday and Sunday's EME activity from the 32-metre dish at Goonhilly in Cornwall, it will be positive and losses lower. The team plans to be active on the 1st and 2nd of September as GB6GHY, concentrating on 3.4 gigahertz on the 1st and 5.7 gigahertz on the 2nd. Look for them on the HB9Q EME logger between about 0800 and 1200 UTC, or earlier if possible, and if you can elevate your dish to the moon, take a listen. Their CW should be receivable on a 1-metre dish with a decent preamp. And that's all from the propagation team this week. Next, the local news. Please note that details of all RSGB affiliated clubs and societies can be found on the RSGB website, including email addresses and website links where known. News for the South East and East Anglia, and we start with news from the clubs that have several events this week. Today and next Sunday, Hastings Electronics and Radio Club holds a morning net on 144.575 MHz from 11 AM till noon. Inquiries to Gordon M3YXH on 01424 431 909. Loughton and Epping Forest Amateur Radio Society is holding a field weekend at the Kelvedon Hatch Secret Nuclear Bunker today and tomorrow. Thursday sees its net on 144.725 MHz from 8 PM. Details from Dave, that's me, M0MBD, on 07980 165 172. Radio Society of Harrow holds a net today and next Sunday at 12 noon on 1938 kHz LSB, and from 2 PM to 5 PM today there's an outdoor event at Old Reading Car Park. Monday sees the club net starting on 145.500 MHz at 8:15 PM. Next Saturday and Sunday sees SSB Field Day and the intermediate course. Contact Linda G7RJL via email to lcasey100@outlook.com. Southdown Amateur Radio Society is at the Festival of Transport today and tomorrow. On Wednesday it has an FM net 2.060 MHz from 7 p.m. More from Tom, M60NX, via email to secretary@sars.club. Surrey Radio Contact Club has a net today and next Sunday on 1905 kHz from 9:30 a.m. Thursday sees a net on 70.300 MHz from 8 p.m. and on Friday there's a net on 145.350 MHz from 8 p.m. For further details, contact John G3MCX on 020-8688-3322. On Monday, Essex Ham has a net on GB3DA from 8 p.m. Saturday sees the Essex Young Ladies net on GB3DA at 8 p.m. And on Sunday is the start of the online foundation course. Contact Pete M0PSX on via email to news@essexham.co.uk. Lowestoft District and Pye Amateur Radio Club has an informal stroke operating evening on Monday. Thursday sees a club night. More information via email to secretary@ldparc.co.uk. Bromley and District Amateur Radio Society has a club meal on Tuesday, and on Wednesday there's a net on 145.500 MHz at 9 p.m. Further info from Andy G4WGZ on 01689 878089. Chippenham and District Amateur Radio Club holds its intermediate training course and regular club meeting on that's on Tuesday. And next Saturday and Sunday is SSB Field Day at Green Road, Corsham, SN13 9PW. That's SN13 9PW. Contact events@g3vre.org.uk for details. On Tuesday, Colchester Radio Amateurs hold a net on 433.425 MHz FM from 7 p.m. and a top band net on 1.925 MHz from 7.45 p.m. 7:45 p.m. that is. On Wednesday there's a net from on 145.350 MHz from 7 p.m. and Thursday sees a net on 3.685 MHz from 7 p.m. Inquiries to Gary M0MGP on 0774 031 8521. Port Pembroke Amateur Radio Club holds its club meeting on Friday. Next Saturday and Sunday sees SSB Field Day and a 144 MHz contest. Contact Chris G3WIE via email to g3wie@fparc.org.uk. Next Saturday and Sunday, Cambridge District Amateur Radio Club is taking part in SSB Field Day and a 2-metre trophy contest. More from Richard G4AWP on 0770 229 5300. Now we return to the usual listing in date order. As mentioned in the main news, a joint special event station has been run today in Guildford. You've heard all the details for that. The Hogsback Amateur Radio Club is closed on Bank Holiday Monday. On Monday, Folkestone and District Amateur Radio Society has a holiday season club net on 145.400 MHz at 8 p.m. More information from Paul G4YQC by email to pjw@btinternet.com. Also on Monday, Huntingdonshire Amateur Radio Society is holding an August bank holiday annual rally at Ernolf Academy, St Neots, as mentioned in the main news. On Tuesday, a Braintree and District Amateur Radio Society is having a natter night and watching TX Factor 18. More from Edwin G0LPO on 01376 324 031. On Wednesday, Bracknell Amateur Radio Club has an open net on 145.375 MHz from 8 p.m. Inquiries to David M0XDF via email to m0xdf@alphadene.co.uk. On Wednesday, Crystal Palace Radio and Electronics Club has a net from 8 p.m. on 145.525 MHz QRM. Contact Bob G3OOU on 01737 552 170. On Wednesday, Fairham District Amateur Radio Club has a film night. Details from Chris Jenkins Powell, G7MFR on 0781 749 8772. On Wednesday, Norfolk Amateur Radio Club is having an informal evening and Bright Spark session Contact Chris Danby, G0DWV on 01603 898 308. On Thursday, Hammersmith Amateur, scratch that one. I've been asked not to read that. Okay, on Friday, Mid-Sussex Amateur Radio Society has a fox hunt. Contact Peter G4AKG on 01444 239 371. On Friday, Silverthorne Radio Club has a club night from 7:30 p.m. Contact Robbie M0HVC on 0742 913 1105. On Friday, Witten Amateur Radio Group hosts a social meeting at 8 p.m. in the bar of Witten Community Centre. Inquiries to Ian G0OFN on 0795 620 3495. On Saturday, Breed Steam Amateur Radio Society will be operating at the Shack from 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. Details from Martin, M0MJU, via email to m0nuc.bsars@gmail.com. Next Saturday and Sunday, Farnborough District Radio Society is having SSB field activities and a barbecue. Further info from Mel, M0JMR, via email to sec@farnboroughradio.org.uk. And next Saturday and Sunday, Hilderstone Radio and Electronics Club is participating in the RSGB 2-metre trophy and SSB National Field Day. Contact Ian, 2E0DUE, via email to secretary@g0hrs.org. Next Sunday, South Essex Amateur Radio Society is running GB2 CTM at Canby Island Transport Museum. More information from Terry, G1FBW, on 0798 607 0040. And that ends this week's GB2RS news broadcast, compiled by the Radio Society of Great Britain, which represents amateur radio and radio amateurs within the United Kingdom and internationally. News items for GB2RS should be sent to RSGB HQ as fast as possible. The deadline is 10 a.m. on Thursday. You may contact the news desk by phone on 01234 832 700 or fax them on 01234 831 496. If using email, please send general news items and regional news for Radcom and GB2RS to radcom@rsgb.org.uk. The RSGB retains the copyright to the material transmitted. Information about amateur radio or the latest GB2RS broadcast schedule can be obtained by sending an A4 size stamped address envelope indicating your requirements to the Radio Society of Great Britain, 3 Abbey Court, Fraser Road, Priory Business Park, Bedford, MK44 3WH. That's Mike Kilo 44, 3 Whiskey Hotel. Our website is at www.rsgb.org. GB2RS is not licensed for two-way communication, but I will QSY to the frequency 144.725 MHz only to receive signal reports under the call sign M0MBD. So until next time, 73 from the GB2RS.